Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another stream. A little bit late today. I was busy fixing fixing some stuff on the dev branch for Onyx in regards to the hashes of classes. So basically we are now at version 0.30, like 030, because yeah, it's a breaking change again. Oh wait, actually, 1 second. I need to do one thing. Okay, just going over the refact, like the changelog. Okay, I think that's good enough, that changelog. So let me quickly publish that. So we will create a new release. Onyx. Oh, come on. 3.0. Why is that not working? Or is my... Yeah, bear with me, I need to quickly do that. I should have maybe done that before coming. But what can you do? I hope everyone else is doing great so far. Let me quickly open as well. I forgot to open all my stream views. Oh, let me quickly do that. Dashboard. Perfect. Okay, so let's finish the release notes here. Well, actually, I don't think I wanted to have it like that. How is it done in the README, right? Okay, it is done like that. back to 3 class changes. Which is wireless start. Then we have this one. That one is not correct anymore. Simplified vector 2, 3. What happens if I do that? We don't need to have that, because that's a new thing anyways. We want that as a fix and not as a... Let's do fixes and improvements. Let's start. Accidentally includes... No, let's not do that. Yeah, it's basically that. Um, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How does that look? Kinda good enough. Let's do that thick. Or maybe we just do that then. How does that look? Oh yeah, that looks better. So I actually do that. Okay, I think that's more or less it. Hello, Captain Chica. I am indeed 2 hours late. Quality of life tip. Use VS Code with GitHub preview extension. Oh, I will remember that for the future, yeah. Because that one is a little bit sad. But I mean, it's good enough, right? It's not so big of a deal. I think we can push it. Let me see. Did we turn green? We did. So we can publish that. So yeah, the biggest change is actually the new type hashes, which now are platform independent. That was a big thing that I worked basically since the last stream, mostly off stream. I could have streamed it, but yeah, I don't know. Didn't feel like streaming, to be honest, because it was a lot of back and forth and thinking a lot about how to do it. Let's move that here. And then there was a memory leak that I hunted, but it wasn't even a memory leak that I caused. But yeah, long story short, everything seems to be working again. Oh, okay, whatever. What is different here? Oh. No. Whatever. Okay, let's save that. So what's new, more or less, what changed, if somebody is interested? Mostly, we have now, well, 2 new things. One is that the compile time string now supports adding to it. So basically you can construct compile time strings and join them at compile time, which was needed for our nodes. So usually, for example, nodes like the PBR, for example, they are very simple in terms of how they register their type ID. Oh my god. Fragment shader output, that's what it was. So usually you just need to implement, oh my god, that's ugly. Need to fix it, like submit instantly a fix to the version. So usually you just need to implement these 2 functions. I could do a macro for them. I really hate macros, so that's why I didn't do it. But in reality, that could be a macro. So basically, you just need to give it a string, which should be unique across the project. You will get an error if it's not, if you register it in the system that already has a string registered with the same ID. And then this is just a helper function which we use at runtime if we don't have the class, for example, but just have a node pointer, then we can call this to get the type ID out. And then why do we need to construct combine strings? Is mostly for nodes that are used via a register factory, which are currently only the math nodes, which I didn't want to rewrite fully, like the registration for it. So basically, I think it's here, right? Okay. Here. So basically, we get a namespace compile time string, and then we add that on top of the node that we register. So, for example, for the shader graph, it's Onyx graphics shader graph, and then that's this. I mean, you can see that somewhere where it's used. Probably graphics system, right? Yeah, here. So we give it the namespace, right? And then we go in here and we register all the nodes under this namespace. And then what internally in the register is happening is we just take the compile time string that we get from the node, so the type ID, and we construct a string ID 32 out of it at compile time as well. So basically a 32-bit hash. And if we are not running, like if we are in a debug build or editor build, we cache as well the ID string in a string view. Which this works for compile time strings, but when we construct those string IDs at runtime, so those are the runtime ones, for example, we need to store the ID string to retain it here, otherwise it's pointing to garbage memory because the string view is just a non-owning thing, right? So what we do, we have like a cache, which is just a static thing where we store all the strings that are runtime strings. Not the best, but that's like how I kind of solved it. I think it's good enough. And yeah, it's a deck so that we don't reallocate or don't move the memory. It could be a dynamic, like a vector of unique pointers as well, and we wouldn't move it as well. But I don't know, it doesn't really matter. So that's about it. That's like the biggest changes. And basically everything that used previously the hash function now uses this string ID. And one benefit of that as well is I refactored how our data files look. So this is how I type like a string ID is serialized. So it gets into JSON as an object, and we have the hash and the string value here. So it's easier to now look in like data files as well, what is what. Because it's, yeah, easily visible what's what, right? So this is like that. So for debug reasons, it's as well easier like to look at stuff. All right, so that's basically what changed. Let me actually quickly, while I'm at it, put that here as well. Forgot to mention it. I mean, it's not really important, right? It's not a lot of people that care about that, but still. Alright. We might actually, I will maybe add some more to that in Discord. Alright, so let's start. Enough of that. Let's actually do something productive. So everything still works, everything still runs. And we left off at actually not working, like not Onyx related. We left off with the volumetric stuff, and we will continue with that today. Oh, maybe I should get another coffee. Oh, that's me. All right. I think I should sync again, maybe? I'm not sure. Is that... I say that everything works and then exactly in that moment it doesn't work. Cool. What did I do? How did I manage that? Ah, fascinating. How did I manage to break that? Oh, let me bring that over here. So, not quite sure what I broke. Because that should be valid. Unless I did... no, I don't think I did something wrong there, necessarily. So where do we set the current context, right? Here? Okay, maybe not. Hold on, what? What? Because I'm stupid. Alright. That's a mistake, okay. Well, we should probably push that right away. It's an oversight. Alright, but yeah, that's a small thing, but it's still annoying. Let me quickly check my history. Oh. Alright, so now we should be starting again, hopefully. Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. Alright, and then we left off with this last time, which is kinda a fucked version of our terrain. But that's fine. Oh, it's visible here behind that. That's Not how I would want it, but okay. That's interesting. That's good to know as well. Alright. Oh well. All those small things that we need to fix. Maybe we push that right away. We'll do it after the stream. Alright, because I mean, as I'm late, it's not going to be a super long stream anyways, as well, unfortunately, but let's see. Where do we want to go? Volume component, right? And I think I have an issue with the... is it the volume load request? Probably, because that's where we build it, right? And I do think that currently this is wrong, because we're not building the node as we would want to build it, more or less. Because I do think that that should be ×2. Well, actually, we can probably calculate that count. F32 extend. Well, actually, it's probably a... Is it a... Okay, it is a float. And I do think it has to be like that, because then we are basically double the size, and I think that should... Yes. Exactly. Yep. Okay. Cool. I think that's at least correct. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's correct. Let's look how it looks. Let's watch it in render.doc how the mesh looks, because I don't have a... Maybe that's as well about time to actually add a wireframe version. Alright, so let's see, how do we... F12. Show me the mesh here. I mean, that looks nice, right? And I don't think that there is an overlap. Oh, there is actually an overlap. So it's it's maybe not correct. It just looks correct by accident. Okay, yeah, it's only correct by accident. Although that one looks nice and good. Why do we draw multiple? Why do we draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versions of it? Or 7? Hello, lol boy. I'm not doing lots yet, and I'm not rendering lots. That is fascinating. But maybe that's not correct how I'm doing that. So that is... the position of the node. That is not correct actually, because I think that's the center position. Okay, hold on, that's not correct. So what I probably want to do is -1, -1, -1 times half extent. Basically, we want to do that, right? So actually, well, let's wait. Let's do it slowly. So actually, all of them become again this, which is fine. And then every 0 becomes a -1. And I think with that, we should be having it correct. How did I end up with 2 T's here? Because then we are offset just by 1, right? I mean, yeah, by half extent, which is exactly what we want then, but that might not be correct then in terms, but I'm expecting holes in the mesh, to be honest. But if not, then I'm happy as well, but I do think that we will have holes in the mesh. It's weird that okay, where? Okay. Do we volume component? Oh my god, close that core stack. Come on, please. Okay. What is this properties? Man, so many windows suddenly open for no reason. Open the core stack again, please. No, not core hierarchy. Okay, good. So does this come from a painted grid of points? Currently it comes from a solid, well, like a CSG function, so basically a math function. So we have CSG objects. The plan is to come from a grid or like some sort of painted information. But currently it's all CSG. That's like the next step, making it possible for you to draw. So far it's, you can add like new spheres and they merge and everything, but yeah, it's a bit of a pain to do that. So we will need to look at making it a little bit more dynamic. That's not what I wanted. want to be here. Because here the system should be, right? Yeah. And then we do that. I mean, why would that be the case? Oh, maybe I need to... Oh, no, maybe not. No, that one is fine. But it feels like we're doing something wrong here, somewhere. In terms of like the word position. I can get rid of that. Let's just debug code. Because even if that doesn't look correct, right? I mean, it does look correct, but it doesn't look... Shouldn't it be way bigger? Shouldn't there be stuff here? Feels like we are sampling the same area or something like that multiple times. So that looks beautiful and nice. And probably here we have again the... Well, actually no, that's not so bad. That's no, actually, that looks correct. Yeah. Where? More or less, I don't know what that weird hole here is. But okay. I mean, that might be a hole, right? Because, as I said, we might have holes in the current version. But still, where the hell? Why does it look like it's always the same shape? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It feels like we're sampling always the same position. Could it be that that's like an... Maybe that is the... That might actually be the octree position, like internally, right? Because every chunk has its own octree, so maybe that's not the world position. Maybe that's the actual position of the octree node, like local space. Get node real position. Oh yeah, okay, and then we have the root node size. Okay, yeah. So what we should do is... probably not only that, but give it the root node position. I mean, we could, yeah, whatever. Let's give it here. So that might actually explain something, if that was the case. Let's actually take that birth. Oh yes, that looks better. Alright, so let's zoom out. Man, I should make the speed of the camera faster by default. Okay, so we don't have really any good lighting or anything. But yeah, that looks not so bad actually. I would have assumed that we have like holes, but it doesn't look like we have holes, which is a little bit weird, not gonna lie. I would have assumed that we have holes. Nah, oh well. Okay. Let's actually move out our camera so that we have a better view. I think it's somewhere here, right? Yeah. We should probably parameterize that a little bit better. But let's move 40 away and 15 up, I don't know. And then we still look at 0, 0, right? Well, I'm not sure if we actually look at 0, 0, we will find out. Okay, that didn't really work. What? Why did that not work? Shouldn't that work? Hey, what? Is that ignored for some reason, maybe? Oh, it might be right. Maybe we do... I think that's a thing we should look at. Because that's... well, and not because I'm doing a look at, but that we... we should actually fix that. That the position here is taken into account. I think it should be like that. Probably it doesn't. Oh, well, let's actually do transform. Get translation. I mean, if that already works now, and we don't have any... Oh, what the... Ah, where? Do we need to? No. Why is that not working? Ah, because we don't have few port extents, probably. That's why it didn't work, most likely. No, it still doesn't work. Cool. System. Okay, no, we get the transform. And we do a lookup. Shouldn't that work then? Fascinating, what? Wait. Oh, okay, no, that's fine, right? Something is weird here. Or is it really that I'm that close? Okay, maybe it is. Okay. Maybe everything is so big. Okay, never mind. Then it works and we just need to actually go back to our scene editor. We can kill that, we don't need that. Let's move 200 back and 100 up. I don't know. Oh wait, is that 100? Yeah, it is 100 up. Okay, yeah, that looks better. Well, we need the... Whoa, what's that? I think I added that recent. Like I saw that appearing just today. I think I've bricked something with... I'm not sure what that might be. But I saw that appear recently. That's a weird artifact. It's very, very odd. It's like some weird, not aliasing. I don't know. Very bizarre. It's definitely something new. Oh well. Future me. Again. Let's actually increase the speed of the camera because that's abysmal. It's here at base velocity. Let's actually crank that up by that. I don't know. But maybe we even need to go higher than that. I mean, that's... Okay, what speed is that? That's a good speed. Let's see, where do we use that? It's not here, it's in system again. But this time it's in this one, I think. 0.13. Okay. So let's do 0.15 as the base velocity. Let's crank up the max one to, I don't know, 0.5. so that should help us quite a bit in terms of navigating. Oh, come on. Hey. Oh, wait a sec. What? Oh wait, is the default value here? Hold on. Okay, I mean that is worse. Not good. So we should definitely go get our free camera component here. No, it's not that one actually, sorry. It's is it that system? Nope. It's one of the two camera systems. Okay, where do we add that? God damn it. Somewhere we add that component. Ah, here. Exactly. Get free camera controller component of entity. Then here, base velocity. Pitch and yaw is not important, right? Yeah. But why do we... Wait, hold on. Why is that even like that? Shouldn't... Oh no, it is... Yeah, no, that makes sense, yeah. All good. That's the base velocity. And now we should be able, without the input mouse wheel, to be able to move. Yeah, okay, good. So that was actually a bug, never mind. And we didn't initialize the velocity. Curious where this is coming from though. All those artifacts, I'm not sure. Fascinating. Oh well. Alright, so what next? That is a little bit surprising that this just worked as is. We can try to bring back our material. So we go to here. No, sorry, here. And then materials. And that is red. And that one is this one. And then the question is, does this work as is? Maybe not. There might be, yeah. Okay, that's not expected. That is a little bit weird. I didn't expect that. What is that? U-view constants is used but is never updated. What? Shouldn't you be updated? Render graph. Ask. Shouldn't you be updated here? Because we should have done a new shader, right? I mean, we should have done a new shader iteration. There should be a very recent cache here, yeah. And then the question is why? Why would that be a problem? Eh. Isn't it that... Oh, we are not finding our push constants, right? Which is definitely a problem, I'd say. Or maybe not. Wait, hold on, what? Why do we still have that here then? If we have it here anyways. God damn it. But that should update, right? I'm not sure, is that too late? Ah, here, find resource, right? Cluster AABB, U-view constants. Not what I wanted. But I mean, here we don't get that, or? No. Okay. That all looks correct. I mean, that looks perfectly fine. Actually, that